Moving forward, we're going to talk about the Browns again. Head coach Kevin Stefanski in the news as he announced he is giving up play calling to offensive coordinator Tommy Rees.
Hallelujah.
Now the second straight season in which Stefanski has given it up. And fellas, before I even get to the question of this, how in the world do you as a head coach of a football team call plays one year? I was unaware that this is what happened. He called plays one year, wasn't good enough to continue doing it. You have someone else call the plays, and then you're like, you know what? The next year, I'm going to hire a new OC, and I'm going to still call them joints. What are we doing?
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here, and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
What happens first in your opinion?
Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, what happens first in your opinion, though?
Dudes that be super smart and real cocky and arrogant, they do that.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly did that. Yo, he would have
nasty.
He would have the coordinator come in there, right, and do all the practices, all the corrections, and in the game he would call the plays. We was like, but I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, I'm ready for him to get out there anyway though. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Like, is he saying he's? Oh, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. I thought he said he was stepping down as the head coach.
No.
Oh,
just as a play call.
because that needs to come next.
Just as a play call.
Yeah, I think his time is up over there.
What you think happens first, though, 2-5? You think that Shedeur starts a game or Kevin Stefanski gets fired? What happens first?
I don't think we'll see Shedeur at all this year. He don't like him.
Dang.
I don't know if you ever had a situation where you trying to tell a girl, I just don't like you. I'm just not into you. Without being mean. That's what he does. If you watch his press conferences, he don't say nothing bad about Shedeur. He don't say nothing really good about it.
Yeah.
He don't say nothing promising, encouraging, right? And it's like, so when you ask me this question, I don't think we'll see Shedeur. Not because he can't play, it's just that the coach don't like him. Because my thing is when I watch the other rookie play, Dylan Gabriel, he's okay. He's all right. But it ain't nothing to be like, man, we're locked into him. Let's find out what you got. Y'all ain't going to no playoffs. Y'all look bad on offense. Not a good team. Why not see what Shedeur is? Everybody's talking about this kid. Let's find out how good he really is.
Yeah.
Put him in the game.
You know what's crazy? There's so much dysfunction in Cleveland that nobody's talking about. And the reason I say this is I don't believe that Kevin Stefanski is like a bad guy or a bad man. I believe Kevin Stefanski's in a bind. I believe Kevin Stefanski has a player on his roster that he never wanted, and he has a player on his roster in Shedeur Sanders that he doesn't want to play. But the dilemma is the outside world wants to see Shedeur Sanders play. Hi, I'm outside world. The other dilemma is Andrew Berry wants to see Shedeur play. That's why Andrew Berry drafted Shedeur Sanders. So Kevin Stefanski got to answer questions about a quarterback he don't want. He got to see a quarterback in the hallways he ain't trying to see, and he got to play a quarterback in Shedeur Sanders that he don't want to play, and now he's stuck. I don't think Kevin Stefanski's a bad dude. I think he's in a bad situation. And now the dilemma is he's giving over play calling again. He gave it up to Ken Dorsey last year. Ken Dorsey got fired. Giving it up to Tommy Rees. Tommy Rees probably going to get fired. Kevin Stefanski's just trying to save himself at this point to me.
Acho, I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm going to challenge you to answer it without bringing up the Coach of the Year titles. Do you think Kevin Stefanski is a good football coach?
Yes.
In the big year 2025?
Yes. And I'll answer, here's my why. But let me give you something exclusively that nobody else can. I don't know if anybody else on television was drafted to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns have a losing culture. I was with a coach in Cleveland who literally said after we had a practice, fellas, if you continue to practice perfect like this, we will look up and be 13-3. This was back in 16-game seasons. We will look up and be 14-2. I'm saying to myself, did you just give us losses? The Cleveland Browns organization is a losing culture. So regardless of his Coach of the Year titles, Kevin Stefanski has led the Browns to the playoffs twice, I believe, in 5 or 6 years, with several different quarterbacks. Kevin Stefanski has given the Browns a playoff win. Kevin Stefanski, it was not his job to let go of Baker Mayfield. That was Andrew Berry. So if you're looking at all of the coaches in the history of the Cleveland Browns since the turn of the century, he is both the best one, and in all honesty, he's actually a competent one. Has he been competent as of late? No. But they've been in a quarterback paradigm. And why is that? Y'all want to get rid of Baker Mayfield and get Deshaun Watson. Why is that? Y'all want to draft Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round and then draft Shedeur Sanders in the 5th? Why is that? Y'all want to throw me Joe Flacco and throw me Kenny Pickett? How can I win with that? And I'm in Cleveland, so what free agency quarterbacks are going to come here? Nobody. So I do genuinely think, and I don't know Kevin Stefanski to suck up for him. I think Kevin Stefanski is a good coach. I think he's a good person. I think he's in a bind, and I'm with Shady. I don't think he plays Shedeur because I don't think he wants to play Shedeur because I don't think he likes Shedeur's game.
So when he drafted Dylan Gabriel, you think he had nothing to do with that?
I don't think he did. I think Andrew Berry did.
You think the head coach of the football team has no say in?
Depends on the team, and Shady can tell you this as well. If you're the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid and Brett Veach, they're in bed together, figuratively speaking, right? The Philadelphia Eagles, Howie Roseman, Sirianni, they're collectively, but Howie Roseman calling shots.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like, don't get it twisted. Howie is calling shots. When I was with the Eagles with Chip Kelly, Chip was the GM. But how the hell do you think Shady gets traded? Chip didn't have to answer to nobody, Lurie included. Yeah. Chip was the GM. So there are situations, depending on the situation, where the general manager has exclusive say-so. The head coach could have exclusive say-so. Patriots, Bill Belichick was the GM. He called in every shot. So it depends on the organization. I think the Browns organization, I think Barry instructs the roster. I think Kevin Stefanski, he has to play with the hands that he's dealt. Unfortunately, he don't get to pick up his cards. Yeah. And that's the problem.
I got some fun stats for you. The Cleveland Browns have scored the least amount of points in the entire NFL this year. They are the 3rd worst in points per game.
Dang.
They are the 4th worst in the league in yards per game.
Dang.
And out of the 8 games they have played, they have not scored more than 20 points in 7 of them. The one game in which they did was against the Miami Dolphins.
That can't be Kevin's fault, is it?
It's not Kevin's fault.
It's not because he's so great.
It's not. I wonder. Hold on. Who called the plays for all 8 of those games?
It's not Kevin's. It can't be Kevin's.
It's on him. It's on him. But here's what y'all are doing, though, and I got to caution y'all. Here's what y'all are doing. Y'all are doing the same thing the Browns did with Baker Mayfield if y'all do it with Kevin Stefanski. And let me break it down. Let me break it down why. Think about this. Baker Mayfield was the best thing the Browns have ever seen at the quarterback position in the last 20 years. And they get rid of him because he wasn't good enough. Now, Kevin Stefanski is the best thing the Browns have seen at coach in the last 20 years. Get rid of him if you want to. Who are you going to hire? Who you think wants to go coach in Cleveland?
Who you going to hire?
Who wants to coach in Cleveland, Shady?
Hold up. Who you going to hire?
Who wants to coach in Cleveland?
Somebody that wants to be a head coach.
Ben Johnson went to coach in Cleveland. Think about it. Ben Johnson passed up opportunities elsewhere, 2-5.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, man. There's another coach that will come out there and coach. Why are we talking about like Kevin Stefanski's like some like OG great or something like that?
I'll ask you this, Acho.
Why are we talking like he's like that? I'm serious though.
It doesn't make sense.
It's crazy because
it doesn't make sense.
If I'm a running back and we're bad in rushing yards, we fumble the ball, we do all this stuff, we can't get a first down, and you're not gonna blame me at all?
I'll blame
because
you.
I had a rushing title 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Think about that sound.
Yeah.
You telling me if a defense coordinator is a super great defensive mind, right? And they're last in defense. They don't get no turnovers.
Yeah.
They can't stop a nosebleed. But 3 years ago, they had the number 1 defense in the world. And they don't get no blame for it. Acho, that sounds crazy. You know what it is?
Talk to me.
Somebody taught us this. Sometimes when you get new information, you need to update your information.
Yeah.
Update your information, dog, because he is not it. He is not it.
I'll ask you this.
Yeah.
Kevin Stefanski.
You give him a lot of credit making the playoffs twice in his first, 5 years, 6 years? He's been there for 6 years. Yeah. When do you think the Cleveland Browns are going to put themselves in position to be a playoff team again? How soon do you think that is?
You know what's crazy? I think they're a quarterback away.
That's every team in the world.
That's every bad team in the NFL.
Team.
That's every bad team in the NFL.
Bad first round draft because we're trying to get a quarterback. We're a quarterback away. So you gotta give me another excuse for that one, please.
But that literally is it. Like, are you making the playoffs with Kenny Pickett?
Dude,
that's here's who the Browns started the season with.
This is crazy.
Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
The last 2 I named are rookies. Is Kenny Pickett making the playoffs? Kenny Pickett's not starting anywhere, so no. Is Joe Flacco making the playoffs? Joe Flacco's actually playing pretty good, but his defense is no good, so he's not. Dylan Gabriel, is he leading the team to a playoffs? No. So the last one is Shedeur Sanders. Like, I just can't.
And he had nothing. This is another thing I'm gonna ask you. And you think he had nothing to do with the quarterbacks he wanted at all? At all?
If that's the case, why does Andrew Berry still have a job?
He retained Myles Garrett. He constructed a really good defense.
And he a black man, so you know they trying to get him out there anyway.
I hear you.
So hold up.
But if it really is him making all of the shots, calling all the shots, and putting this bad team together,
it's a bad quarterback. Quinshon Judkins was a hit. You know what I mean? Like, he been a hit. Retaining Myles Garrett when Myles Garrett wanted to go, that's a win. Keeping Denzel Ward, that's a win. Like they've constructed a good roster. They do not have a quarterback. We have to see.
Was getting Jared Judy, was that a win?
He had 1,400 last year, I think, all pro. Yeah.
Great. Was Andrew Berry the one that got Deshaun Watson?
I think he was.
That was a win, though. I don't know what nobody
To
said.
me, that was a win at the time.
At the time, that was a win.
That was a win.
At the time, that was a win.